Time to take on the role of delivery specialist in Express Route. The goal of this game is to work together to deliver packages to meet the demands of the customers calling in their shipping requests. So think of it as Amazon Delivery Service Simulator. Here is a map of the game board. It depicts the United States and the cities you have to potentially deliver to. You can see that there's 4 different vehicles that you can control, which is really cool. So 3 like vans and then a plane. There are a bunch of different packages that you deliver, and they have a little QR code on them which you can scan to see what was the actual package you got delivered. This is obviously not important to the game, but it's a little extra fun to see what that's like. So I thought that was pretty cool that they added that. On your turn, you'll be adding packages on the board depending on the demand. So there's a little area where you can see what the demand is at the current time. And I guess you're taking these orders by phone. It's kind of like the concept. I don't know when the year is supposed to be, but that's what you're doing. But there's also random events that'll happen. So kind of make it a little tougher along the way. This could be like blocking a specific route or not being able to deliver in a specific area. So making it obviously a little challenging, throwing a wrench in your plans that you have. So I thought that obviously makes sense. Blocking a route is actually pretty huge. It's kind of hard to figure out if you're planning to go this way, having to go around. Maybe you just have to wait. So that was definitely interesting. There's different things that you do. Again, this is a co-op game, so you really have to plan what people are doing. You do things like moving your trucks and planes using your batteries, and you really have to be sure when you should be using these batteries and how to do so. And then when you're at the desired city, you can load or unload these packages. So obviously you're trying to optimize these use of these delivery vehicles to make sure that you're delivering these packages when is the most ideal time, and then of course making sure that you have space in each of the vehicles. So I thought that's obviously cool. So you're like the delivery company dispatcher, trying to figure out which vehicle should have which package at which time, and it's heading to the destination city. There's obviously a lot of like planning involved. Again, this is a co-op game, so you really have to talk this out. Hey, I'm going to be moving this vehicle here with this package, and I'm going to pick up this package along the way, and then maybe I'm going to use this vehicle in the future. So kind of really planning that out, I think, is important. Essentially what you do is you keep playing, and if there's 8 packages in the delivered package track and the delivery conditions of the final packages have been met, then it's over. But you lose if there are not 8 packages and the demand is higher than the maximum allowed. So again, this might seem like it's fairly simple to accomplish, but I said, like, with these events going on, and maybe if like depending on what packages you pick up and where your vehicles are at the time, so communication is really important. You just have to make sure that you have like some sort of master plan. So definitely interesting. Here is why I think you should play. They have specialists, and these are like special characters with different abilities that really give you a focus and really help out the situation. I think you definitely need to be smart about when to use what. I had the pilot, who obviously focuses on flying the airplane. Definitely makes it easy for you to do a lot of pickup and deliver. I think it's really cool how you really feel like you're that special role, and you could just focus on that specifically, with a vision of like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Pick this package up, fly over here, figuring out where the different airports are, the different places that you could land. Again, I think it's really cool. There's a lot of different specialists that really make each game unique, and maybe for someone with a specific play style, that's the one that they want to focus on. So that's cool. Another reason why I think you should play this game is they have these cool upgrades. So being able to customize your vehicles is really important depending on the situation. So you can customize your range, so like how far you could go, battery, phone bank capacity, just different ways that you could really customize your vehicle depending on the situation. It definitely feels like real life where you're trying to solve these shipping problems. I think you have to, after each event and after each layout of the map, you have to be like, okay, this is what our plan is, and we have to definitely have to shift along the way. Like I said, you might have one singular vision on what you plan to do, but then obviously that gets thrown to a wrench when something happens where it blocks off a path and you have to do something else. So I thought that was an interesting concept. Another reason I think you'll play is definitely has a lot of replayability to it. They actually have different scenarios within the book, so you could have like a campaign-like gameplay. So you, like I said, you really feel like you're taking over this shipping and delivery company, trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to do? Where do I need to go? What's the best, what's the best strategy for this scenario? And then obviously when you jump to the next scenario, okay, maybe that scenario was totally, not applicable. You got to think about some new way to do it. So that's really cool. And again, I think it's because it's co-op and it's really tough. You really have to make good decisions together. This game kind of reminds me of something like a Pandemic, where you're trying to do all these different things in different places as quickly as possible. So I thought that was really cool. But yeah, this is definitely a great game. Express Route says deliver the future. You definitely really have to think together, make sure that you're making the best decisions. This has been one of my favorite co-op games in a while. Actually, I typically actually don't play co-op games, but this definitely got everyone thinking. I think everyone had their own specific role with their specialists, and you kind of had to come to agreement, like, trust me, I'm planning to do this, you focus on that, we'll deliver these packages together. I thought it was a cool concept. I don't know any other board game that has like a shipping delivery component to or theme to it, so I thought that was unique. Definitely something that I would come back to, and definitely one of my favorite games of the year. So definitely check it out if you guys are interested. This is Express Route. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.